next morning, he succumbed to the massive trauma his body had endured. The doctors explained that it was easier to name the bones in his body that had not been broken than those that had. In the span of 10 hours, I went from pleading with God to raging against him. In the end, I decided that the only reason to live when life hurt so very badly was if so doing could help other people who were suffering. Tad was prophetic when he said that Canine Assistants would give purpose to my life, though he couldn't have imagined the circumstances that made it so. Money was extremely tight after Dad died, and it took my mom and me almost 11 years to raise the money to start Canine Assistants, but we finally succeeded in December of 1991. Some 2 decades later, the amazing things I've seen dogs do for the people they love have left me in awe of their willingness and capabilities. From encouraging a 6-year-old boy to say his first word, to predicting seizures some 20 minutes before they happen, to pulling a semi-conscious man out of a burning house, the dogs I work with have done truly heroic things. When I started Canine Assistants, it was with the goal of improving the lives of people in need. Fairly quickly, I realized that our dogs have that part covered. They do it naturally. Today, my job is to determine how to make it easier for dogs to be successful with their people. And I'm lucky. Every day, I have perfect opportunities to research how best to do this, since I live on the Canine Assistants property and run a program that has 110 to 140 dogs between birth and 2 years of age at any given time. After 25 years of directing Canine Assistants, I had an epiphany about the way we relate to our dogs, which has led me to overturn many of my own methods and to question a lot of the prevailing wisdom in the dog world. The trainer who worked with us at the start of Canine Assistants was a wonderful woman, but unfortunately she was deeply steeped in the predominant training methods of the day, which included the use of pinch collars, choke chains, and ample amounts of punishment to compel dogs to do what we wanted them to do. While these techniques always made me uncomfortable, it took years of experience before I was confident enough to challenge the status quo. Deep down, I believe that it is essential to understand what dogs are thinking and feeling, even as we seek to control what they're doing, something that many dog trainers have traditionally discouraged as unknowable and irrelevant. I wrote about this in my first 2 books, Through a Dog's Eyes and In a Dog's Heart. Fortunately, there are scientists who have been working for the past 2 decades to prove my beliefs valid. Among the first of these scientists were Vilmos Jai, Adam Miklosi, and Josef Topol in the Department of Ethology at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest. Established in 1994, their research center, now known as the Family Dog Project, became the first in the scientific world dedicated to the study of the domestic dog. Before the Family Dog Project, most scientists had dismissed dogs as unworthy of serious study, believing their behavior was contaminated by the interference of humans. The willingness of these scientists to brave intense criticism emboldened others interested in canine cognition and related fields to follow suit. Today, dogs are the primary focus in numerous animal research centers in prestigious institutions such as Yale University, Duke University, and the Max Planck Institute. What we know about dogs is increasing on an almost weekly basis. It is a fantastic point in history for those of us who love dogs. The data emerging from these research centers is not only fascinating, it's relevant to the way we work and live with our canine best friends. When I first met Adam Miklosi, he told me that the goal of the Family Dog Project was to publish their findings from work with dogs in the lab so that others could put them to use in the world in practical ways. I had become increasingly aware that our current relationship with dogs is far from optimal, and the findings of these scientists produced a series of aha moments for me.